Nandito kami ni Louie sa Kapitolyo para umanap ng mga kainan. Kasi naboboard kami sa bahay. Pero pag minamalas ka nga naman, sama na naman yung panahon. Hindi na naman kami mag-enjoy dito sa labas. Look.
Ba't ba kayo muna pag lumalabas tayo?
Malas. Kanina yung ganda ng panahon eh, no?
Tapos paglabas natin, bigla pumatak yung ulan.
God damn it.
Yup.
You know where to go?
Right there.
McDonald's all day. You know where it is?
Hanggang sponsoran tayo ng McDo.
Iced coffee, sweet black.
Of course.
Tall for me.
Coffee addict ka.
Sobra. I can't stop it anymore. McDonald's, if you can watch us and hear us, please subscribe.
Even with just the coffee.
Kahit coffee unlimited lang, no? Booking Grab. Uwi na tayo.
Yun yung ginawa natin.
Yun yung ginawa natin.
Hindi naman yung pennyboard pero hindi nag-pennyboard.
Hindi rin ako nag-pennyboard. Visit. Kasi umuulan eh. Alright, let's begin. First of all, sorry about the background noise. Nandito ako sa kwarto ko ngayon, tapos katabi ko yung EDSA. Kaya medyo maingay yung background. Hopefully, gamit ko yung microphone. Hindi sana ma-pick up ng microphone yung ingay sa labas. Anyway, today is going to be a really interesting vlog for me because I'm going to talk about how to actually identify your passion. I think this is something that not a lot of people, especially Filipino people, don't know about or doesn't want to figure out. Pero for me, to be honest, the one of the biggest reason why I'm doing YouTube is because I'm trying to find my passion and I'm trying to pursue my passion, and I think that it's really important for us, for everyone, to actually have a goal in life, because I think that finding your passion is the ultimate purpose of life. That is the ultimate goal. We only have one life here sa mundo, at for me personally, I wanted to make it worth it, you know. We only have like 80 years, 90 years in this world, and you know, we have to make it matter. That's for me personally. So this is very specific for people who are trying to find their passion but doesn't know where to start. If you're someone who is already doing your passion or your goal in life, good for you, more power to you, and I hope you become successful someday. But this is for beginners, you know, for someone who is lost, and for someone who is still trying to figure out who they are. Alright, so as we begin, I want to start with a story here, because I know storytelling is a huge thing in order for you to explain what your point is. So I'm gonna begin with my own story. So let's start with last year. Last year in 2018, I have a stable job in America. I have actually a high-paying job in America, and I have my own apartment, I have my own car, I have everything that I need to survive. And for many people, that is really good. That is so amazing that you live in America, you live in one of the best countries in the world, and you have a job and you're not starving, you're not poor, you have friends, you have everything. So, ano pa bang ibang hanapin ko, diba? But for me, that job is something that I would call temporary, kasi that's not something that I have in my mind, that's not something that I really wanted to be in the long run. And some bad things happened. That's why I went back into the Philippines. That's one thing I want to talk about in the next couple of videos. Pero right now, let's focus on how to actually find your passion. So I went back to the Philippines and I went straight to find another job that is similar to my job in the US, which is also a call center, because that's where I'm good at. I've been doing that for like 6 years now. I got a really high-paying job here in Manila, and I'm really happy about it because I'm able to sustain my lifestyle and I get to have enough money and savings to actually live a comfortable life. But again, for me, that's temporary. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to spend my entire life in an office, you know, following a boss who is also a kiss-ass on their bosses. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but it's for people who feel like they don't belong in that certain type of working class people. I'm not judging any working class people. My mom and my dad is part of the working class, so more power to everyone. But this is for people who are trying their best to pursue their passion, and especially for everyone who doesn't know what their passion is. If you're in a job right now, or if you're working 9 to 5 and you feel like there's no directions anymore, wala ka ng patutunguhan, or masyado ka nang nasanay dun sa trabaho mo, this is for you. So, this is a guide on how to find your passion, right? I actually wrote something about this pero hindi ko na gagamitin yung sinulat ko. I'll probably post it on Facebook just for you to read it. This is gonna be a little bit different kasi hindi ako sanay na sabihin ko ano yung nakasulat and then i-verbalize yun through the camera. Nawawala lang ako or nag-iiba-iba lang yung thoughts ko. So basically just what I said. The first step to finding your passion is to actually try a lot of things. There's one quote from, I think, Paulo Coelho, and this is what he said. Okay? So, what that means is that if you don't know what you want to do in life, but you have something in your mind or in your heart that you wanted to do, and you're stuck in something like a job, like mine, 9-to-5 job, first thing you want to do is to think that your current situation is just temporary. Hindi yun yung pang lifetime mo. And to think that someday, if you work hard enough and if you save money, you can actually break through from that job. So personally, what I did, I saved a lot of money. I saved everything that I could save to actually buy equipments for vlogging, for making films, for shooting pictures. Like, I bought cameras, computers, etc. I know for a lot of people it's hard kasi maraming responsibilities, but that's something that you could definitely figure out. You can lessen your time spending on things that you really don't need to spend to, and you can put a little amount of money on the things that you really want to start doing. Another example is I have a friend who is really good at drawing. At that time, parehas kami ng job, parehas kaming maliit lang yung sahod. Tapos I pushed him hard enough to actually draw like a couple of drawings per day, and now he actually published a book a couple of years ago, and I bought one, of course, and I'm really impressed dahil sa na-achieve niya yun. So there's really nothing that can stop you if you want to do something that you're really passionate about. Now, the next thing I want to point out is that if you still don't know what you really want to do, try to do something creative. Imposible or hindi natin masasabi, pero ako yung isang tao na sobrang walang creativity sa sarili. I'm a very technical person, very logical person. I know a lot about science and math, pero pagdating sa creativity, if you're gonna think about, I have zero creativity. Pero I tried learning. I tried learning about watching. You know, I downloaded movies. I downloaded a lot of films and I watch old movies. I watch really great movies, recommendations from friends, and I tried to analyze the mindset of the directors behind the movie, and that's where I found my passion. I found my passion in filmmaking, in making stories, and in writing stories, and in trying to practice storytelling, visual storytelling, and then I'm really happy that I'm improving step by step, one day at a time. That's one thing that you want to try. Try to become more creative, try to learn art, try to shoot as many pictures as you can if you want to be a photographer. Now, if you want to do something else, like let's say I have another friend who is really passionate about drinking beer. Now that's a weird thing to pursue, right? You're gonna be an alcoholic or something. But no, they're not alcoholics. They're not drunkards or anything like that. They're really just passionate about beer. And then one day they just bought materials on how to brew their own beer, and now they're making their own beer. And then hopefully someday they become brewmasters and they can put up their own bar and they can sell their own beer. They have their own label. Another thing you can do is you can actually go and look back, way back when you were younger, when your friends or family doesn't influence you that much, and take a look at yourself and look at something that you've been doing in the past that you're happy about. It's one thing, that's one parang guideline para malaman mo kung saan ka passionate. So let's say you're into gaming, right? A lot of people are into gaming. A lot of people are good at playing games. In 2019, gaming is a huge business. Actually, it's one of the biggest business in the entire world. Entertainment and gaming is really good. Why not try to invest in a gaming machine that you really love to? Try to save as much money as possible to buy your own gaming rig, and then hopefully you probably can stream someday. And that's another thing that you can do. and maybe you can find your passion there. It doesn't have to be really nice. It doesn't have to be the most powerful rig, pero you can start somewhere. You can start with an entry-level gaming machine and then practice every night, maybe after work. You don't have to quit your job even. You don't have to quit your 9 to 5 job. Just figure out a way to practice your skills. There's a lot of things in life na take for granted natin, especially mga hobbies natin, na really important for us to find our purpose in life. Sometimes we get caught up in things like physical things na akala natin kailangan natin mag-keep up sa mga ibang tao. But no, it's not really entirely true. The truth is, ang kailangan lang natin sa buhay is makasurvive sa kung anumang lifestyle natin. If there's something excessive that you're doing right now, you can deliberately decrease that, you know, and put the money into something worth for you. Now, all you have to do is to make every single moment count. I used to not be able to talk in front of a camera. If you actually watch my first few vlogs, it's so awkward, it's so weird that I'm talking in camera because I'm not that type of person. But what I did is I just forced myself to talk in the camera every single day. Naturally, I've become better at it, hopefully. Pero those are the things that you can improve and you can control. Because you don't have to be really perfect. You don't have to be perfect at the first try. Everyone starts with nothing, you know. Everyone starts with 0. So that's the beauty of life. You don't have to start perfect because nobody is ever perfect. And then there's some people na sasabihin nila, oh, I'm already 40 years old, I'm too old for this, I'm too old to pursue my dreams, I'm too old for this because I have a lot of responsibilities. If you really think about it, you're only 40 years old. You can still start something new. You still have maybe 40 years to go, 50 years to go, up to 90 years old. That's a long way to go, right? Hindi pa huli ang lahat. And if you really want to achieve something, you're gonna figure out how to pursue it. Some people are just scared na maraming masayang, pero if you think about it, it's either you pursue your dream and become successful with it, or you die trying, which either way, panalo ka pa rin, right? That's a quote I got from an unknown source. I don't know, I just put it here. It's a good thing to hear. But anyway, I think that sums up everything. If you don't know, if you can't figure out what your passion is, try to do something new. Try to go outside, talk to people. If you're scared and talk to people, talk to yourself, write it out. Write it on a piece of paper. Maybe share it with a friend or family member. Maybe just let it all out. The first thing to do is to actually do it. To actually start something really small. You know, kung meron ka standard na ganito kalaki na feeling mo hindi mo ma-achieve ever, babaan mo yung standard mo. Babaan mo sa sarili mo lang. Basta makapag-produce ka lang ng something. I also want to talk about how to make money online, because that's the real thing right now. It's trending here in the Philippines, especially YouTube. YouTube is still a baby, but I want to talk about that on a separate video. But for now, I want you to close this video and start figuring out something that you want to achieve in life. Think about your job right now, or think about what you're doing right now as temporary, and start looking for things that will make you really happy and start doing it. Okay? Yun lang muna. Bye.